While many Morgan City residents battle the flood fight outside a 20-foot seawall, there is one family that struggles to stay afloat inside the wall. Here's more. For the Grubbs family, home is where the heart is, even if it's in the middle of the Atchafalaya River.
It's your home, it's your life. You grew up here, you've grown up here your whole life. How can you leave something that you love? How can you abandon your family, your home? It's like abandoning your child. It's not an option.
Homeowner Mike Grubbs remembers moving into his home 15 years ago when the Atchafalaya flowed in the back of his home.
They said this is riverfront property. Now I know what they mean. The river's in the front. They say, you live on the river? No, not on the river. The river's in the backyard. Now it's everywhere.
In 1996, he and his family fell in love with the property that offered a mixture of rustic and city living. 2 years later, Stacy recalls wading through another high water event on her way to school.
In 1998, the water came up to a height to where we used to have to carry our school bags on our back and cross the seawall, climb the ladder, over the ladder, and then put our shoes on and walk to school at Morgan City High School.
The Grubbs are no strangers to water. In fact, they both work in the offshore oil field industry.
Water is how I make my living. Boats, barges, crew boats and all. And now the water's come to visit me.
But living near water is not all it's cracked up to be. They admittedly have concerns that the water may soon become unsafe to live on.
I'm a little scared for my family, but I'm going to stand here and be strong for them.
While in the process of elevating his home, Grubbs' makeshift levee broke, causing work crews to halt construction. Although the home stands 6 feet off the ground, underneath the residence is exposed lighting. When the water crests at the predicted 11 feet, the Grubbs will continue to see the presence of water until it recedes, which could take a month. In the meantime, the Grubbs will call Front Street their home. Now, the Grubbs are one of two families that chose to remain inside the seawall. They will have to climb a ladder to gain access to the outside of the wall. Now, the city of Morgan City announced today that all Front Street floodgates have been closed. The Morgan City Police Department has surveillance cameras set up to protect the properties behind the flood wall, and the department is patrolling the unprotected side by boat.